Let's connect here. I was just thinking, what if Lego created stories for their minifigures, like histories and goals and things like that? I mean, I know it's just if they hired a writer or a couple of writers for things like that. I think that would be pretty awesome if their minifigures had a story. Not IP minifigures because they have their own stories from their lore and whatnot, but like their city minifigures, like, just stuff like this, like what this guy's, I mean, not everyone because that would just get daunting, but big sets that have one or two minifigures that you want to like create a story for, like the main character from that set, like what their goal is, like if it's a maintenance vehicle or a trash vehicle or a racing vehicle or something, be like this guy's goal is to do whatever, and this particular minifigure has appeared in this set, and this set, like the list of sets that they've all appeared in, so that like if you were looking for different variations or anything like that, that you were able to find those or go look for them. I think that would be kind of cool. And just like histories and stories about like certain builds, like with the modular buildings, that if they had a story of why this building needs to be in the Lego city now, so that if you were building your own city, you can incorporate a storyline for that, or for these minifigures, like, so that you can progress a story as you build, or just in general to give you something to do over time with your minifigures. I know certain minifigures do have names and stories. Not that every minifigure needs a name and a story, but a handful of them with every set would be kind of cool. And even if they didn't put them in the instruction booklets, something to read or give you something to do, if they put them as something like an add-on with the digital version of these instruction booklets or something, just because someone like me, I think would be I would find that fascinating. Like there are certain characters where it's like, I would like to know what his story is, or like what his goal or game is for whatever, and especially even with the bad guys, because then you can create your own stories. I know they want you to use your imagination, but if they just give you like kind of a rough paragraph, it doesn't have to be full on pages of stuff, but like this guy wants to be the guy that takes over the city by taking all the hot dogs or taking all the diamonds or something like that, so that you can kind of work them towards their goal, or you can completely change that if you wanted to. I think those things are kind of fun and cool. So those are just my thoughts on that. I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you do create stories for your minifigures, I would like to hear some of that. I'm a story writer, so those kind of things I always try to I find fascinating, so I just like to know these little bits and details. So let's connect, build together, and I'll see you guys in the next one.